Good afternoon, everybody. Welcome. Wow, the social hour really came to a stop quick. Very good. Well done. So, welcome everyone. Great to see you as always. What a beautiful day, isn't it?
Ooh,
Yeah.
Did anybody see the sunrise this morning?
Oh, gorgeous. Yeah.
Oh, awesome.
So, good to see you. I know we have several new folks, so welcome. Wonderful to have you. We always go over our safety, so if you have glaucoma, balance issues, high blood pressure, don't put your head below your heart. If you have osteopenia, osteoporosis, or if you're pregnant, no severe twisting. Do only what you feel you can safely and comfortably do. There's no competition here. We're doing something not for you. Feel free to just observe. Take a break at any point, and please stay hydrated. If you forgot to bring your water, we have water here. You're more than welcome to take a bottle. But it's very important that you stay hydrated. Take a hydration break at any point during the class. I always like to start with an intention. Today's intention is, when doing something new, don't wait for the confidence to build. Just do it. Confidence will come later. And that's so true. Okay, so I got a new computer, and the instructions say, back up the hard drive. How do you put it in reverse? Okay, so, oh, sorry, I just got lost in some thought there. That was a whole new experience. Okay, so, I never said most of the things I said. That's Yogi Berra. And if that other team hadn't beat us, we'd have won that game. Okay, so we always like to start with our diaphragmatic breathing. It's our most natural way to breathe. It's a fantastic way to also meditate, calm the mind, bring the blood pressure down. To do that, breathing in the stomach comes out, breathing in the stomach goes in. Breathing out, breathing in, breathing out. Breathing in and out. And in and out, and in and out. Fantastic. And notice for the benefit of the new folks, I'm breathing in and out through the nose. It's our body's natural filter. It kills germs, viruses, and fungus. And it can also help control apnea and even snoring. So it's a good habit to get into. We're going to start today with our seated jumping jack. And for that, we're going to take that right arm and leg, bring it all the way out. And we come back and out and back and out and back and out and out and out. And then we'll switch to the right side, out and back. And out, and back, and out, and out, and out. And we bring it all together. Out, and back, and 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 out, and back. Fantastic. Bring those arms down. We're going to go ahead and do a little seated good morning. So good posture here. Shoulders nice and square. Arms are by our sides. And we gently bring those arms up in our frontal plane. We reach as high as we can, and we come down. And we come back up, and we come down, coming back up, really good stretch, and we come down, back up, and stretch, and we come down. Now we're going to move to the sagittal plane, so I roll the shoulders and the palms face forward, and I bring those palms up, and I turn, and I come down, I turn, and I come up, turn, and I come down, turn, and I come up, turn, and I come down. We'll do one more coming up, and coming down. Now we're going to move to that transverse plane. So I bring the arms straight out into the helicopter, and I twist to the right as far as I can, and I twist to the left. And I twist to the right, and twist to the left. And twist to the right, to the left. We'll do one more to the right, and one more to the left. We'll come back to the center. Now I'm going to lean to the right. Let me get the oblique muscle stretching here. Going to lean to the left, lean to the right, lean to the left, one more to the right, and one more to the left. So go ahead and bring those arms down. We're going to go ahead now and do a little shoulder stretch. I'm going to take that left hand, put it behind the back. With the right hand, give that elbow a little bit of a push, just to stretch the shoulder. I'm going to switch and do the other side. I'm going to switch, and switch, and switch, and switch, and switch. And we'll do one more on the right side, and one more on the left side. Kind of releasing that. Let's go ahead and bring those arms out, straight out, and just do some ovals. Just some good, nice circles here. Get those shoulders warmed up. Release that synovial fluid, lubricating the shoulders. We'll go the other direction. Big ovals again. Be careful of your neighbor. Very good. And we're going to bring those arms down. I'm gonna move to the lower body. Gonna bring the feet out, dig your heels into the floor. Then we come forward to the point of slight discomfort, never pain. And then we come right back up. And we come forward, and back up. And forward, and back up. And forward, and back up. And forward, back up. One more coming forward, and back up. Fantastic. Now we're going to move to the spine. I'm going to turn sideways to help demonstrate. Here, as you know, we do our cat and our cow exercise. Our goal is to squeeze the discs between the vertebrae so they get cleansed, and to stretch them so that they get nourished. Go ahead and stretch them. I bring the shoulders forward, arching the back, and my head goes towards my knees. This is the angry cat pose. And here those discs are getting nourished. Now I go in the opposite direction, moving those shoulders back, arching the back the other way. Now they're getting cleansed, squeezing those discs. We come forward nice and slow, nourishing. And we go back and cleansing. This is a wonderful way to wake up in the middle of the day. Get the blood flowing. We come forward, nourish those discs. And we go back and cleanse. Coming forward and nourishing. Going back, we're not only cleansing, we're releasing synovial fluid, so we're lubricating the vertebrae as well. We come forward one more time, that angry cat pose. And we'll go back into that happy cow pose one more time. Great. We're going to release them out. We're going to come to a standing position. Hydrate if you need to hydrate. We'll just continue our warm-up. We'll go ahead and do a little Tai Chi movement here we call circling the moon. And to do that, my feet are shoulder width apart. Square posture as always. Bring the palms up facing each other. I'm going to bend the knees just a little bit, get a little more intention in here. Then I'm going to slowly move to the right. And as I do, I turn the palms. Then I'm going to move to the left. I'm just going nice and slow. And I won't be conscious of my weight moving now over to the right. Now my weight is moving to the left. Back to the right, gentle flow. Back to the left, so good. Stretching all these muscles. Back to the right. Back to the left, back to the right, back to the left, one more to the right, and one more to the left. Coming back to the center, we come to a standing position. We're going to go ahead and do a little cardio. We're going to go ahead and do our crab walk. I have my chair in front of me, holding on if I need to, of course. Again, I want to put some intensity into this, so I bend the knees a little bit, crouching down, but it's up to you. Do only what you feel you can safely do. Now we're going to take 2 steps to the right, 1, 2, and then left, 1, 2, and right, 1, 2, and 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 left, 1, and 2. Fantastic. Come to a standing position. Let's take a few deep breaths. And now we're going to move to the lower body, do a little muscle strengthening here. We're going to do our lunge and our squat poses. So I'm starting with the runner's lunge. My right leg goes forward, my left leg goes back. And then I set my intensity. Again, you sit whatever's going to work for you today. Further down you go, the more intense it's going to be. Breathing in now, I'm simply going to come up. Breathing out, I'm going to go forward. And in, and out, and in, and out, and in, and out, and in, and out. And now, of course, we'll switch and do the other side. I rearrange my chair, holding on if I need to. Now that left leg goes forward and the right leg goes back. Set my intensity where I'd like that to be today. We never want that knee to go beyond the toes. Breathing in, we come up. Out, we go forward. And in, and out, and in, and out, and in, and out, and in, and out, and in, and out. Releasing from that, now we switch to the squat pose, complementing that runner's lunge, and really targeting these leg muscles. We've got to make them strong. The stronger they are, the better we're going to prevent ourselves from falling. My feet shoulder width apart. I bend down to the point of slight discomfort again, wherever that is for you, and we come right back up. And we come down, and back up. And down, and back up. and down, and back up. One more coming down, and back up. And now we can move to the yoga squat if you wish. This is completely up to you, only what you can safely do. I spread my feet a little more than shoulder width apart. I bring those hands together, and we come down to the point of slight discomfort. As always, wherever that might be for you today, once you've reached this point, maybe you can twist to the right, and to the left, and to the right, and to the left. But come back to the center, and here now we want to come up nice and slow, so the muscles are really going to work, lifting the big, heavy body as they lift, lift, lift. Joints are getting lubricated, and the bone is getting denser. The bone is reacting to that stress. It's definitely going to get denser. It's going to make it stronger, and that's so, so important. Let's take a deep breath here. And hydrate for sure. You're sweating. We'll do a little sciatic nerve cool down here. Having my chair handy and holding with my right hand, I'm just going to take that left leg, bring it up into that 90 degrees. So the knee is at 90 degrees and the hip is at 90 degrees. And then, of course, you know, we just do that gentle little sciatic nerve glide here. Nice and easy. Just calm things down a little bit. Great. Now I'm going to just hold the chair and do the other side. Just gently move that leg in and out. So good for the sciatic nerve, the piriformis muscle. Nice and easy. Great, we're going to release from that. We're going to go ahead and, excuse me, sorry about that. We're going to go ahead and come to a seated position. We're going to go ahead and do our eagle pose. I want to strengthen those big back muscles if we can. I'm going to remain standing so that I can help demonstrate for the new folks today. So I'm going to take my left arm, bring it straight up and down. I'm going to try to wrap my right arm around the left arm, but you only do what you can safely do. So if you're here or here, that's fine. If you can do the right, that's fine too. Once you're in this position now, I'm going to twist to the right, nice and slow. I'm going to twist to the left. I'm twisting from the waist. I'm going to twist to the right. This stimulates our digestive system as well. And I'm going to twist to the left. It also stimulates our liver. That's our detox going. We come back to the center. I'm going to lean forward. Again, I'm going to go to the right. I'm going to go to the left. And to the right. And one more left. Coming back to the center now, I'm going to return to vertical. Vertical. Breathing in, I'm coming down. Breathing out, I'm going up. And in. And out. And in, and out, and in, and out, and in, and out. We unwind. Let's roll those shoulders. Big range of motion there. And we'll go the other way. Fantastic. We'll switch and do the other side. So now the right arm is straight up and down, and the left arm comes around and wraps. Wherever you are is perfect. And I'm going to twist to the right, going nice and slow. I'm going to twist to the left. Going to twist to the right. And one more left. We'll come back to the center, leaning forward. Again, I'm going to go to the right, and to the left, and to the right, and one more left. Coming back to the center, returning to vertical. Breathing in, we come down. Breathing out, we go up. And in, and out, and in, and out, and in, and out, and in, and out. We unwind. Roll those shoulders again. Range of motion in there, secrete that synovial fluid. We go the other way. Then if you can, a little cognitive challenge, maybe you can roll in opposite directions. And then of course the other way. Perfect. I'm moving on. We're going to go ahead now and do a little cross-body stretch. Be careful here. I'm going to bring the hands up behind the head, interlace the fingers, and never pull on the neck though. I don't want to hurt the neck. Elbows are straight out, and I'm going to try to take that left elbow and touch my right knee. Then I'm going to switch and do the other side. I'm going to switch, and switch, and switch, and switch, and switch, and switch. I'm going to bring those arms down. We'll go ahead and do a little adductor and abductor muscle strengthening here. I bring my feet together, what we call a butterfly. Now I'm going to bring the knees together, but as I do, I'm going to be pushing out with my hands. So I'm bringing the knees in while I'm pushing out with my hands. And those little adductor muscles in the inside of the upper thigh, they're getting stronger now. They're under stress. Bringing those knees closer and closer. And then, of course, we go the other way. So now I'm going to be pushing in with the hands while the knees are going out. That's going to engage the abductor muscles on the outside of the thigh, the IT band, and that sciatic nerve. We'll come back in, get those adductors strengthening. muscles, so important that they're good and strong. Coming back in, these muscles help with our walking gait. Make sure to keep our balance side to side. Going back out. Coming back in one more time. And going out one more time. Fantastic. And releasing that. We're going to come back to a standing position. We're just about warmed up. We're going to go ahead and do our forward and backward fold here. Continuing with some dynamic flow. So we got the feet are shoulder width apart. Good posture here. We bring the arms up, leaning back into our Urdhva Hastasana pose. And then we come forward, our Uttanasana. Nice gentle flow. Go right back into that Urdhva Hastasana. Leaning back. And we'll come forward one more time, that Uttanasana. Back to the center now. We're going to bring the arms out into the helicopter, twisting to the right far as we can, twisting to the left, so good for the digestive system, twisting to the right, and twisting to the left. We come back to the center, going to lean to the right, oh, stretch the obliques, going to lean to the left, and lean to the right, and one more left. Back to the center, we bring those hands onto the hips, we do the hula hoop, big rotation here. Great range of motion. We'll go the other way. Fantastic. Now we're going to push those hips forward, the shoulders go back, stretch those pectoral muscles. Holding here now, we'll move into static stretching, a deep breath as we hold. Great, we got to releasing that. So we're ready now for our warrior moves. And as you know, that's a more intense part of our practice, so you do only what you can safely do. Starting with our warrior one, my right leg is going to go forward, my left leg goes back. I'm going to bring those arms up alongside my ears. Coming into warrior one, I'm going to stretch those arms, get the upper body engaged as well. And here now we're going to add some movement. Breathing in, we come up. Breathing out, we go forward. And in, and out, and in, and out, and in, and out, and in, and out. Now carefully we bring those arms down behind the back, interlacing the fingers, coming into our humble warrior. Hands and arms go towards the ceiling. Breathing in now while my chest comes up. Breathing out, it goes down. And in, and out, and in, and out, and in, and out, and in, and out. Releasing right back into my warrior one. I do that smooth transition into warrior two. Now the right arm is out front, the left arm is out back. And I rearrange my feet so I'm good and sturdy here. Breathing in, I come up. Out, I go forward. And in, and out, and in, and out, and in, and out, and in, and out. Now I turn that forward palm towards the ceiling. Coming back into my peaceful warrior. I'm going to stretch that arm, twist the torso, other hand across the low back. Breathing in, I come up. Out, I go down, and in, and out, and in, and out, and in, and out, and in, and out. I flow back into my warrior two. And today we're going to do our triangle, so I'm going to straighten both legs. I'm going to take that right hand and bring it down to the right ankle. The left arm is going to come up alongside the left ear, looking up underneath that arm. If I can, breathing in, I come up. Out, I go down. And in, and out, and in, and out, and in, and out, and in, and out. And I flow back into my warrior two, and we come to our standing position, and we hydrate for sure. And take some deep breaths as well to re-oxygenate here. Get that oxygen back into our system. Our muscles really need that oxygen. Great, and we're switching to the other side. I rearrange my chair, and now my left leg goes forward, my right leg goes back. I set my intensity, where I'd like that to be today. I bring those arms up, and I stretch into that warrior one. Breathing in, I come up. Out, I go forward. And in, and out, and in, and out, and in, and out, and in, and out. Now carefully we bring those arms down behind the back, coming into that humble warrior. Hands and arms towards the ceiling. And breathing in, my chest comes up. Breathing out, it goes down. And in, and out, and in, and out, and in, and Now the left hand is out front, right hand is out back. On the breathing in, I come up. Out I go forward, and in, and out, and in, and out, and in, and out, and in, and out. We turn that forward palm towards the ceiling, coming back into our peaceful warrior, stretching that arm, twisting the torso, other arm across the low back. Breathing in, we come up, out we go down, and in, and out, and in, and out, and in, and out, and in, and out. And I flow back into my warrior two, and we come to a standing position, and we hydrate for sure. Oh, we didn't know a triangle. Yes, so you passed that test. so I straighten both legs. I'm going to take that left hand, bring it down to the left ankle, and the right arm up alongside the right ear. And breathing in, I come up. Out I go down, and in, and out, and in, and out, and in, and out, and in, and out. And we flow back into our warrior two, and we come to a standing position. Every hydrate for sure.
You got too many teeth.
I hated algebra. Fantastic. And then now we'll take some deep breaths. Get that oxygen back into our systems here. Perfect. And we'll go ahead and do our Tadasana pose. Kind of calm things down a little bit. Feet are shoulder width apart. We bring those hands together, interlace the fingers. Palms go towards the floor. Square the shoulders. And I bring those palms up to the ceiling, and I push high as I can go. In this position now, leaning to the right, and leaning to the left, and leaning to the right. Big crescent moon, and leaning to the left. Big banana. Back to the center. We twist to the right. Hard as we can. Twist to the left. So good for the hips. Twist to the right, and twist to the left. Coming back to the center, leaning back a little bit, pushing those palms. I come halfway forward, pushing straight out, engaging those big muscles between the shoulder blades. I go to the right again as I push out, and I go to the left, and to the right, and to the left. And I come back to the center, I unhook those hands, we shake them out, get that blood flowing. We'll go ahead and do a little sciatic nerve cool down as well, holding my chair with my right hand. I'm going to bring that left leg up, the knee is at 90 degrees, and I'm just going to do some circles here, just to kind of calm the sciatic nerve down, little piriformis muscle. Very good. We'll go in the other direction. Perfect. We're going to release, of course, we'll switch and do the other side. Gently, just a few circles here, just calm those hips down. Great, we'll go the other way. Fantastic, going to release from that. So we're going to go ahead and do a cognitive challenge here. I beg your pardon, we're going to do our first balance challenge first. And the balance challenge today is going to be the tree pose. And here, for the benefit of the new folks, our whole goal here is to improve our communication from the brain to the limbs and the limbs back to the brain, the feet, the hands, and so forth. Standing on one foot for a little bit of time, that's fine, but that's not the goal. We've got to increase that communication, so when we find ourselves in a falling situation, we're going to react. And we're going to react very quickly, no time to stop and think. So, tree pose we'll do today, holding the chair with my right hand. We have options. Option one, we'll go into the low limb. So the right foot, the left foot rather, is on the toes are on the ground, and the heel is against the ankle of the right leg. This is already a challenge. It's not normal, and the brain is communicating with the foot that's nice and flat on the floor, making sure we don't fall. And of course, we're holding the chair as well. In this position now, we can add a little more intensity simply by hovering the hand over the chair, or I can hold the chair, but bring that foot up onto the calf muscle, or the middle limb of our tree, if you will. In this position now, we're way out of our center of gravity, totally not normal. I try to move the knee back a little bit to open the hip, but that's up to you. That's in your practice today. The brain is really communicating now with that foot, and that supporting foot is communicating back to the brain. Two-way street there, and I'm holding the chair. I can hover the hand over the chair for a little more intensity here, a little more stimulation, or I can hold the chair, but bring that arm up into a branch. Make that branch as high as I wish. It can be even horizontal, it can be vertical. Adding movement is going to stimulate the brain even more. And then I can hover that other hand over the chair, or I can bring that hand up into a second branch. And I can really add more motion in here, again, the brain is going massive communication through the synapses in our brain to that little cerebellum that controls our balance, our accuracy, and our coordination. Now, if it's in your practice today, maybe you can go to the higher limb above the knee. That's up to you. Again, whatever you're doing is perfect. Coming in and out of the pose is perfect. Don't get discouraged. Fantastic. I'm going to go back to that middle limb. I'm gently going to bring those branches down. And going to release the mat, and then we release that foot, we walk it out, and we switch, we do the other side. I've got my chair handy if I need to, holding with my left hand. I take my right foot, toes on the ground, heel against the ankle of my left leg. That stimulation is flowing now, brain is really being challenged, my gaze is fixed to the floor. As always, I can hold that chair. Maybe I can hover the hand for a little more stimulation, or maybe I can hold the chair and move that foot up onto the calf muscle. Once I'm on the calf muscle, maybe I'll open the hip a little more, up to you. Again, my gaze is fixed solid to the floor, and I'm holding that chair. I can hover the hand for more stimulation, or I can hold the chair but bring that other arm up into a branch. Once I'm into the branch here, I can add some flow, a little bit of movement, maybe go to horizontal, maybe go back to vertical, and maybe hover that other hand over the chair, or release that and bring it up, forming another branch. Again, I can add more flow. A little windy today, so not bad, but beautiful. Humidity's nice and low. Then maybe I can go to that higher limb above the knee, if that's in your practice today. Every day is different, whatever's going to work for you. Always doing my breathing, so I make sure the brain is well oxygenated. And then I'll go back to that middle limb. And then I'll gently bring those branches down. Fantastic. We're releasing that and we walk it out. So good. Hydrate for sure. I'll do a forward and backward fold just to reset the hips. Some great work there. Going to bring those arms up alongside the ears, coming into our Urdhva Hastasana, but we're going to hold and take some deep breaths. Nice static stretch. And we'll come forward, that forward fold, Uttanasana.
Great stretch from the toes to the fingertips. Deep breath as we hold here.
Into our helicopter. We'll twist to the right and hold and take a deep breath. And we'll twist to the left and hold and take a deep breath. And back to the center. Let's lean to the right and hold and take a deep breath. And then lean to the left and hold and take a deep breath. Great. Then releasing that, bring those hands down. So we're going to go ahead and do now our cognitive challenge. And it's your favorite. It is the clock. I know we love the clock. So for the clock, and again, for the benefit of the new folks, the whole goal here is communication again. So we were doing a lot of communication between the brain and our supporting feet, and that was fantastic. Now we want to do it with our hands. So we get a real good balance here. And again, we find ourselves in a falling situation, we're going to react. We're going to do something to try to stop ourselves. Exactly. So we do the clock, my feet are shoulder width apart. I bring the hands together. Now, our brain speaks 3 languages. It silently vocalizes, it visualizes, and it feels. So you're going to use all 3 of those languages. You're going to hear my command, and then your brain is going to repeat that silently to your right hand. So we're all at 12 o'clock. Now let's all go to your 6 o'clock. And we'll go back to your 12 o'clock. We'll go to your 3 o'clock. And then your 9 o'clock. And your 3 o'clock. And your 9 o'clock. And your 12 o'clock. And your 6 o'clock. Very good. And your 12 o'clock. And your 12 o'clock. And your 12 o'clock. And your 6 o'clock. And 12 o'clock. And 3 o'clock. And 9 o'clock. And 3 o'clock. And 2 o'clock. And 9 o'clock. And 12 o'clock. And 6 o'clock. And 12 o'clock. And 9 o'clock. And 9 o'clock. And 9 o'clock. And 12 o'clock. And 9 o'clock. 12 o'clock. 9 o'clock, 10 o'clock, 9 o'clock, 12 o'clock, 6 o'clock, 12 o'clock, 3 o'clock, 9 o'clock, 12 o'clock, 6 o'clock, 6 o'clock, 12 o'clock. Very good. So, fantastic. So a little bit of a challenge, right? So to the brain out to the hands, and the hands back to the brain. So good. So let's move now to the feet. So I've got my chair handy because you're getting too good at the hand stuff. So I'm holding the chair with my right hand. I'm going to take I'll use my right foot only. I'm going to move my right foot forward to 12 o'clock. There we go. Now I'm going to move it to 6 o'clock. Now I'll move it to 3 o'clock. And then to 9 o'clock. And then to 3 o'clock. 12 o'clock. 3 o'clock. 9 o'clock. 3 o'clock. 12 o'clock. 6 o'clock. 12 o'clock. 3 o'clock. 3 o'clock. 3 o'clock. 9 o'clock. 12 o'clock. 12 o'clock. 9 o'clock. 12 o'clock. 6 o'clock. 3 o'clock. 9 o'clock. 12 o'clock. Very good. Okay.
We have a little music. Maybe we can
So the comment was, if we had a little music, we're getting little enough as it is. But it is a great challenge. It's really, really good. So good for the brain. Get that communication going. And that way, hopefully, again, we'll prevent ourselves from falling. Hopefully. So, okay, let's go ahead and do a forward and backward fold here again, just to reset everything. Leaning back, and we'll hold here and take a deep breath. And we'll come forward, that Uttanasana, holding here, deep, deep breath. Great, in our neutral position, that helicopter, just one twist to the right, and a quick breath here. And then to the left, and a quick breath. And back to the center, hands on the hips, we do that hula, big, big rotation. So good for the hips. The other way, nice good range of motion there. Let's push those hips forward again. We'll stretch those pectoral muscles. Holding here, we'll take a deep breath. Great, we're going to release that. We're going to come to a seated position. Going to do another cognitive challenge today. We're going to do our finger pinch. This is a great way. Now we've communicated with the hands to the brain, the feet to the brain. Now we're going right down to the fingers. I'm going to remain standing to help demonstrate. So we're going to bring the hands up. And now I'm going to take the index fingers and touch the thumbs. And then the middle finger, then the ring finger, and then the pinky. Then I'm going to go in the other direction. Again, we're using the three languages of the brain as we're going back and forth here. So the brain is issuing the commands for the fingers to touch. It's saying what fingers should touch. And of course it sees that the fingers are touching, and it can feel that the fingers are touching. And an interesting part of this exercise, as we're going back and forth, we can add a little more intensity to this. As the fingers touch the thumb, squeeze the thumb. Squeeze it hard as you can. And that's going to help with our grip strength and our grip sensitivity. That way when we pick up our cup of coffee, we're not going to drop it, or we're not going to squeeze the cup so much if it's one of those Starbucks cups. And you're going to have the hot coffee all over you. So we're improving our grip strength, our grip sensitivity, great for carpal tunnel as well, and it's great for the brain, and it's communicating with those fingers. Back and forth. Now we ramp it up a little bit, we close the eyes. So we cannot see the fingers touching, so we're now bringing in the vestibular system, that gyroscope between our ears. Even though you're in a seated position, you still have a balance challenge. So we're going back and forth now. The brain is working through the vestibular system, making sure it's being stimulated as well, and of course vice versa. Fingers are going back and forth. Then maybe you can speed this up a little bit, moving those fingers back and forth a little bit faster. That was going to work for you. We want to maintain the accuracy though, so try to have the brain fully engaged here. Knowing, okay, that the pinkies are touching, now the ring finger, now the middle finger, now the index finger, now the middle finger, now the ring finger. Going back and forth. Keep the brain fully involved in this exercise. Squeeze those fingers to increase your grip strength, your grip sensitivity. Fantastic. And we release from that, we shake those hands out. So good. Great, great exercise to do. So we're going to go ahead and work on the hips. We want to calm the hips down. We do a modified pigeon pose in yoga. And here you do only what you can safely do. Option one, we always have options. I can take the left foot and put it on the outside of the right foot. Or option two, I can bring that leg up and bring it behind the knee. Now, obviously, I've stretched that hip, that one, the raised leg, but I want to add a little more intensity if I can. I'm going to bring those arms up alongside my ears. I'm going to stretch the arms. Then breathing in, I'm going to go back a little bit. Breathing out, I'm going to come forward. And in, and out, and in, and out, and in, and out, and in, and out. I'm going to bring the arms down. I'm going to go ahead and do some foot yoga here. I'm going to rotate that foot. That raised foot, and that's going to secrete synovial fluid into that ankle and make it nice and flexible, and that goes a long way to prevent us from falling. Going to go in the other direction now. Big range of motion here, so important. Now I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to plantar flex that foot. I'm
stretch it all the way out. You're going to dorsiflex it. You're going to plantar flex, dorsiflex, plantar flex, dorsiflex, and plantar flex, and dorsiflex. You're going to do a little sciatic nerve glide. Just gently going to lift the knee and let it drop. And lift and down. And lift and down. And lift and down. Then release. Now we'll switch and do the other side. I can go to option 1, or I can go to option 2. Bring that leg behind the knee. Once I'm safely there, bring those arms up alongside the ears and I stretch. Breathing in, I go back. Breathing out, I come forward. And in, and out, and in, and out, and in, and out, and in, and out. We bring the arms down, and now we rotate that ankle. Get that ankle well lubricated there. Secreting that synovial fluid. Big range of motion here, as big as I can make it. And remember too, if you have clicking, that's fine, as long as it's not painful. If it's painful, you need to see the doctor. We go the other way. Big range of motion there too. Fantastic. Then we plantar flex that foot, dorsiflex, plantar flex, dorsiflex, plantar flex, dorsiflex, and plantar flex, and dorsiflex. Do that sciatic nerve. I lift that knee, I let it drop, and I lift, down, and lift, down, and lift, and down. Fantastic. Releasing that, we're going to come back to a beg your pardon. We have to work on the deep psoas muscles and the deep pelvic muscles here. As you know, they play a big role in our elimination processes and, of course, in our balance. So we're going to take this, starting with our big toe today. We're going to bring that left foot out. Bring those toes back towards me. So I engage the calf and the hamstring, the glute, the core is engaged, and those deep psoas muscles go out to the side, up and back, and out, and back, and out, and back, and out, and back. And I switch into the other side. So let's go back, out, and back, and out, and back, and out, and back, and out, and back. And we do that left side again. The toes come back, out, and back, and out, and back, and out, and back, and out. And I can do the right side. Toes come back, out, and back, and out, and back, and out, and back, and out. And we're going to bring the feet down. We're going to come back to a standing position. Hydrate if you need to hydrate. Just guess what time it is? No. No, we've done the clock. Okay. So it's test time, and today we're going for bronze medal today. That is correct. Okay, so got my chair handy. Holding on if I need to, not a problem. I'll take my left foot, put it in front of my right, nice little tandem stance here. And then once I'm safely here now for the bronze medal, we have our arms by our sides. But again, if you need to hold the chair, that's fine. Now I'm going to go ahead and count to 30. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, and 1, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, and 30. So we switch feet. There we go. And now here again. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, and 30. Yeehaw! We all get a bronze medal today. So, for the benefit of the new folks, this is a wonderful exercise. It's obviously called the sobriety test. If you do it at home, do it along a table or a long wall so that you can keep yourself in balance, but it is great stimulation for the brain. Just do it gently back and forth, and you get really good at it. And then, of course, as I always say, if you get stopped, you say, "Oh, officer, you do this." So we're going to work now on the core muscles. We've got to make them good and strong, obviously. We've worked on the legs, we've worked on the upper body. Let's get that core really involved. We're going to do our opposite limb plank. I'm going to hold the chair with my right hand. I'm going to take my right leg and bring it out behind me. Once I do that, the core is engaged, but I tighten those core muscles tight as I can, and I add the upper body and bring the left arm out in front. I'm holding here, these muscles nice and tight. They're going to get stronger even though we're not moving. So just tighten those muscles tight as I can, and I do my deep breathing here.
And then if it's in your practice today, you can go ahead and add some up and down movement on that supporting leg. Totally up to you again. Only do what you can safely do. If you're doing that, picture those muscles, huge quadricep group, the hamstring group, the gluteus muscles, the core, they're all working here. Lengthening and contracting, getting stronger, the knees getting lubricated, the ankle and the hip are getting lubricated, and those bones are getting denser. So they're getting stronger. Releasing from that, we'll switch and do the other side. I'm holding that chair now with my left hand, and I bring that left leg out behind me. I bring the right arm out in front. I stretch that arm to get the whole upper body engaged here, and I just hold here and tighten these muscles, tight, tight, tight. Do my deep breathing as I'm holding. And then, of course, you can add that extra intensity, completely up to you. And we're releasing that, we walk it out, hydrate for sure. We're going to do that before I lose my voice. Wouldn't that be cool? Okay, so we're going to do a little bit of a cool down here. We'll do some gentle marching, our contralateral, ipsilateral marching. Starting with our contralateral marching, I'm going to raise my left leg and my right arm, and then I'm going to switch. Reaching high as I can, including the leg. I want the knee to at least hit 90 degrees if possible. Really stretching things out here. I'm going slow, purposely slow. Doing my deep breathing as I'm going here. Fantastic. And we'll come to a stop, and now, as you know, we're going to ramp it up the challenge a little bit. We're going to do the same side, or the ipsilateral. So I'm going to raise my left leg and arm at the same time, and I'm going to hold. And then I'm going to switch, and I'm going to hold. I'm going to switch and hold. 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 And switch and hold. I'm going to release from that. Let's take a deep breath here. And we're going to go ahead now and work on the lower body. We're going to work on the feet. I have to make the feet good and flexible here. And to do that, I'm going to hold the chair with my right hand. I'm going to lift my heels up as high as I can go. So I'm stretching the bottom of my foot. And I'm just going to hold here. So the calf muscles are engaged, the hamstrings, the glutes, and the core, of course, is engaged, but we're stretching the foot. When the foot is very stiff, when we step on an uneven surface, we fall. This makes the foot nice and flexible. Now I'm going to come halfway down, back up, halfway down, back up, halfway down, back up, halfway down, back up. Now, all the way down, holding the chair, I'm going to lift the toes. So I'm stretching the foot in the other direction. Now I'm going to put the toes down and lift the heels. And the heels come down, I lift the toes. Toes down, heels up. Heels down, toes up. Toes down, heels up. Heels down, toes up. Toes down, heels up. Heels down, toes up. Toes down, heels up. And heels down, toes up. Now the feet totally flat on the floor. This is going to be a little bit of a challenge. You're going to have good straight posture. Your arms are by my sides. Holding the chair if I need to. I'm going to lean forward just a little bit. And I'm leaning from the ankles, so I have the heels flat on the floor, so I'm getting a full stretch of the bottom of the foot. I'm just going to hold here. Then if I can, if it's in your practice today, maybe you could bring the arms out in front. Wow, and keeping those heels flat on the floor is a wonderful stretch right across the bottom of that foot. I'm going to bring those arms back, come back to my neutral position. I'm going to hold the chair for sure, and I'm going to lean back. And even if you're only leaning back an inch or so, that's fine. We're still getting that stretch. The toes are flat on the floor. You can feel that, I'm sure, in the bottom of the foot. That's exactly what we want. And then, if you can, maybe the arms can go out behind you. Be careful and just do only what you can do. Hold the chair with one hand if you need to. I'm going to bring those arms back. Now I'm going to go forward again one more time. I'm going to bring those arms out if I can. Heels flat on the floor. Get that stretch in there. I'm going to go back just one more time. Again, now toes flat on the floor, arms behind me if I can, holding here, taking a deep breath. Perfect. I'm going to release that. I want to calm the sciatic nerve down a little bit. I'm going to hold the chair with my right hand. Going to bring that left leg up 90 degrees, and then we'll just do those circles again. Just a nice, gentle little circles. We'll go the other way. Great. I'm going to switch and do the other side just while I'm holding that chair. Just go ahead and a little rotation here. Calm those hips down. I'll go the other way. Really, really good. We'll do a little cognitive challenge here. We'll do our IYTW. So with our feet shoulder width apart, we bring the arms up, the letter I, if you will. And then from here, we'll go to the Y, and then to the letter T. Palms are facing down. And here now, we're going to roll the shoulders a little bit. We come into the W. There we go. We'll go back to the I, and then the Y, and then that T, back into that W. We'll go to the I, and the Y, and the T, and into that W. We'll do one more I, one more Y, one more T, and one more W. Fantastic. Roll those shoulders out. Then we'll go in the other direction here. Fantastic. We're going to go ahead and do our final forward and backward hold. We're going to bring those arms up alongside the ears. I'm going to hold here. We'll take some deep breaths here. Nice static stretch. Then we'll come forward, that forward fold. Uttanasana, holding here. Deep, deep breath. In our neutral position, we'll do that helicopter. One twist to the right and hold and take a deep breath. And then one twist to the left and hold and take a deep breath. And back to the center. Let's lean to the right. Oh, just hold here, take a deep breath. And then one lean to the left and hold, deep breath. And back to the center, hands on the hips. We do that hula hoop. Nice, good rotation. So good for those hips. And we go the other way. Fantastic. And then let's push those hips forward again. Shoulders go back. Deep breath as we hold here. Great. Releasing that. Let's just do the knee rotation. So just nice circles with the knees. Get that synovial fluid flowing to the ankles, knees, and hips. We'll go the other way. Fantastic. And then we're going to bring the knees together. We'll do that big oval. All the way out and back. All the way out and back. All the way out and back. We'll go the other way. Out and back. Out and back. And out and back. Fantastic. Going to come to a seated position. Hydrate if you need to hydrate. Continuing with our cool down, we'll go ahead and do our modified Apanasana pose today. I'm going to take my left leg, my left knee, and bring it up into my chest. Go as far as you can comfortably go, to the point of slight discomfort. Once I reach that point, I tighten all the muscles, arms, shoulders, legs, everything tight, tight, tight. And we just do some deep breathing as we hold here. And we'll switch and we'll do the other side. Make those muscles tight, tight, tight. Deep breathing as we hold. Perfect. Going to release some that. We'll do a little modified child's pose. I'm going to bring my feet out. I'm going to come forward to the point of slight discomfort. I'm just going to hold there and take some deep breaths. And then if you can, maybe you can move your arms out behind you. And holding here, taking a deep breath. And then maybe out in front. And holding there, taking a deep breath. Great, we're going to release from that. We're going to go ahead and do our head and neck exercises. We have to keep our head very flexible. So we're going to rotate the head to the right in a big oval. And as I do, I'm closing my eyes. So I'm stimulating that vestibular system as well. Again, I'm going to go to the right. Big, big oval here. And I come down. And now I'm going to go to the left. Big oval that way. Up and over. And down. And one more. Up and over. And down. Now in my neutral position, I'm going to lean my head back, lean my head forward, back to neutral, going to lean to the right, and lean to the left. Back to neutral, going to bring the hands up behind the head, interlace the fingers, the elbows are straight out, going to turn the head all the way to the right, all the way to the left, all the way to the right, all the way to the left. We come back to the center, we open the eyes, we bring those hands down. We'll go ahead and do our peripheral vision. So I'm going to take my finger, bring it straight out in front, so the head doesn't move, the eyes are going to follow my finger. I'm going to going to take my finger and move it all the way to the left as far as I can. Ooh, boy, I can feel that already. I'm going to move to the right. I'm going to move to the left. Move to the right. Back to the center, going to go up. Come down. And up. And down. Back to the center, and here's where we really ramp it up. Now we'll do some ovals. The eyes are following the finger as it's rotating around. The further out you go, obviously, the more challenge it's going to be. Might even be getting a little dizzy. Then we go the other direction. Be careful. Great stimulation, though, for the eyes. Then we come back to the center. We bring the hand down. Now we'll go ahead and do our carpal tunnel. I'm going to come into the arrow pose, and in the arrow, as you know, once I'm in this position, I tighten all the muscles, the arms, shoulders, everything as tight as I can. In this position now, going from arrow, I fold forward into tabletop. From that tabletop, I go into a claw, and then from the claw, I claw my way into a fist. Oh, I make that as tight as I can. I go back to that arrow, then that tabletop, then that claw, then that fist again, then one more arrow, and that tabletop, and that claw into that fist. And today I'm going to take that left fist, bring it straight up and down. The right hand is just below the fist. I'm going to rotate that fist. Some nice rotations here. We'll go the other way. Great. Now I'm going to bend that fist forward and back, and forward and back, forward and back, and forward and back. And we'll switch and we'll do the other side. Rotate that fist. Big range of motion there. The other way, of course. So good for carpal tunnel. Then I'm going to fold that fist forward, back, forward, and back, and forward, and back. Got to release that. Let's go ahead and do that spider on the mirror. Just do those little push-ups there to stimulate that blood flow. And as you know, if you have arthritis in the knuckles, this will release synovial fluid. Get that fluid lubricating in there. Great for neuropathy in the hands, tingly fingers, and of course carpal tunnel. Releasing, bring that left arm straight out. I bend that fist down, hand down, stretching the wrist with no pain. And then I go in the other direction. And I switch and do the other side. And then the other direction. Release from that, I shake those hands, coming into our Savasana. So here we have our eyes closed and we focus on our breathing. Eyes are closed, just watching that breath come in and out. As the breath comes in, of course, it's bringing with it all the wonderful positive energy in this room. All the camaraderie, the palms are on the thighs. Deep breath comes in and goes out. And our goal here is to focus on the breath. So if you're interrupted by a thought, that's fine. Acknowledge the thought, but go right back to focusing on the breath. Watch that breath come in and nourish the body. As it goes out, it cleanses the body, removing all the excess carbon dioxide and all the negative thoughts. And as the breath is coming in and going out, our mind is moving into that peaceful state. We step outside of our body and we see that our feet are relaxed, the legs are relaxed, the core, the shoulders, the arms, the head, the neck. Everything is relaxing now. Gravity taking over as we sink into the chair. And for this moment in time, because we're only going to focus on this moment in time, we have no pain, we have no deadlines, we have no problems. We forgive ourselves for those things we simply can't do. We forgive ourselves for those things we just don't know. The breath is coming in and nourishing, going out it's cleansing. Our mind has moved into deep peace, our body into deep rest. As the breath comes in and nourishes, and goes out and cleanses, we congratulate ourselves for coming to our practice today because we know how much good it does for our mind and for our body. And we know too that we're ready now for whatever the rest of our day has to bring. Deep breaths come in and nourish. Going out to cleanse. Our mind is at total peace. Our body is at total rest. And with our eyes remaining closed, we'll slowly move our hands. Then we move our feet. Very carefully.
carefully now we open the eyes for that final stretch. The hands come down to heart center. May the light within me continue to have the honor of shining alongside the light within you. In the truest meaning of the word namaste, I bow to you. Thank you so much. Thank you. Thank you.